This here's from Pop Topic from June 1st, 2023, and they've been following Amber in depth for a long time. It says Amber Heard uses paid paparazzi to stay relevant. Now they've got a pretty interesting take. It's not like a two-paragraph article. They say a few things here. They're on Johnny's side. They have always been. Let's see what they got. And they say that it's been alleged recently that Amber Heard is hiring paparazzi, possibly to overshadow Johnny, which is kind of a new theory I haven't actually talked about here, or thought about. By the way, they must like sneakers, but okay. In the world of Hollywood, appearances are everything, and public perception can make or break a career. One actor who's been under the microscope recently is Amber Heard, the Aquaman Scarlet, who has been spotted in a series of seemingly staged paparazzi photos. I wouldn't say recently, I'd say for the last couple of years, but recently also, sure. Despite Heard's relocation to a quiet Spanish town following her defamation suit loss against her ex Johnny Depp, she has not managed to escape the public eye. Now, to be fair, there's definitely going to be organic paparazzi and people following her trying to get pictures of her to post online. That's for sure. Having said that, it's not that hard to keep out of the media, I don't think. Then they get into Backgrid, which is a company that people hire to take photos of them. So they're kind of like hired paparazzi, from my understanding. And people noticed their names tagged under the photos with Amber Heard. Obviously, they need to get credit for it, so it's going to be out there. But I got to mention, other celebs have been seen with Backgrid. But you know what? That's not so relevant. We're talking about somebody who's supposedly quitting Hollywood, hiding away with the Backgrid people taking photos. So it's not just like your average celeb, like Brad Pitt or whatever, getting pictures taken by Backgrid, who's out there and obviously trying to stay in the public eye and keeping up their career as a star. This is someone who claims they're not. That's the difference. And also, they obviously portray her in her best light. She's always smiling, always shopping, always doing these great things. So if they were real, would they all really be her with this smiley face, kind of looking out into the distance like everything's going great? Now, there's been some that haven't been like that, but those are the ones that seem spontaneous. Like when some Spanish TV outlet interviewed her real quick before she got in her house. It looked spontaneous. She wasn't ready for it. So obviously she wasn't smiling for the camera and things. They do say they've gotten reports that she, when she walks around, has a cold demeanor, abrasive language, and a stern expression, which is, like I said before, when the Spanish TV person popped in on her, she was, pretty bitchy. But in these photos that get out from Backgrid, sunshine and flowers and rainbows. So this person here calls it out. I see Amber Heard make use of Meghan Markle's favorite dial-a-pap agency. Photos by Backgrid sent to TMZ, and her stands really are so dumb to think she's been stalked. She called the paparazzi herself. This attention-seeking narcissist will never change. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to put it out there and just say nothing, that's one thing. But if you're going to put it out there and say you're being stalked or something and people won't leave you alone and once again play the victim, well, that ain't so cool. They get into Backgrid a little bit and how they work. They say the celebrity provides the information, the location, things like that, and Backgrid shows up and snaps the photo. Pretty obvious, easy to figure out. Trying to overshadow Johnny. So this is what I didn't actually think of. They say these photos emerge right when Johnny's doing something, like the Cannes Film Festival, maybe alongside some articles with his Al Pacino movie coming up, which is going to be great, by the way. I never quite noticed that. I cover the news, I'm busy, I take what comes. I didn't connect the dots. But when you think about it, yeah, that's an interesting theory. With a little bit of evidence, by the way, because obviously you can't fake the dates. They say that in the past, Amber's done this before, which is what I've said over and over, so that's why it's easy to believe she'd do it again. And here's one they say is obviously more of the real attitude and the real personality that snapped without her knowing. Okay, once again, everyone's going to have good moments, bad moments. She might have just dashed to get the bus or ran really fast to catch up to somebody. She's, a little winded. Who knows? But the point is, if they weren't staged, more of them should look like this. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Kind of a weird little Photoshop they got going on there, like Amber's trying to dress up like Johnny, which isn't so far from the truth because she's done that before, but still kind of weird for their article. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.